Love you.
All right, everybody. Welcome to a brand new episode of Brad and Mira for the Culture, this podcast's weekly pop culture assessment. I'm Brad Listi, joined once again by my friend and co-host, Mira Gonzalez, who is making her return to the show after being out sick last week. Welcome back, Mira.
That's right. I once again lived, bitch. I'm back. By the way, just FYI to Brad and the audience, I do have my phone on for this recording because I am expecting a Psych meds delivery. But I'm back and I'm alive, so.
Wait a minute. Like, how urgent is this, like, in terms of your Psych meds?
I mean, I would guess that, like, my psychiatrist would say fairly urgent. But since I'm not on Psych meds currently, I would say it's fine.
Like, have you missed a dose?
I have missed, like, most of a dose. I've missed 75% of a dose of one of my Psych meds.
And so at any moment, you have your Psych meds delivered to your house?
Yeah, isn't that amazing? I don't even have to go to the pharmacy. I just sit there on the couch and somebody just shows up with my meds that make me less crazy. And then I'm like, thank you, my Taco Bell will be here soon.
So I feel like this adds like an element of drama to this episode. If Mira does not get her Psych med delivery, she could experience a psychotic break.
That's right. At any given moment, I could start hallucinating. It really just depends on how quickly the delivery person gets here. But, you know, if there's voices in my head, I'll let you know.
So I am old, I should say. I'm a Gen Xer.
So true, Brad. You are old as fuck.
And Mira is a millennial. And this show is about bridging the generational divide. Mira knows a lot about pop culture. I have, I think, like a middling understanding. I guess I'm improving because I'm doing this show.
I'm teaching you.
Yeah. And today's episode, I should add, is sponsored by Echo Books, publisher of A Different Kind of Tension, New and Selected Stories by Jonathan Lethem. A Different Kind of Tension is the official October pick of the Otherppl book club. That is my book club. You can sign up for it over at otherppl.com. Get a new book delivered to your door every 30 days. I interview book club authors on the Otherppl show. And this story collection from Jonathan Lethem, it's a powerhouse, Mira. It moves fluidly between realism and the surreal, the absurd and the mundane. It is a container bursting with life and death.
Mm-mm. I'm also a container bursting with life and death.
Yeah, we all are.
You know, we can identify in that way.
And it's the official October pick. I'm going to be talking with Jonathan Lethem on this show in the weeks ahead. And you should get your copy of A Different Kind of Tension right now. It's by Jonathan Lethem, and it is available from Echo Books. I also want to give a quick plug to Deep Dive, my new company. And I want to do more effective advertising for Deep Dive, Mira.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to be a good entrepreneur. I was talking with ChatGPT the other day.
Oh, yes, your good friend ChatGPT.
My only friend, ChatGPT. And I was wondering, like, how do I make advertising that actually works? Like, how do I make advertising that isn't offensive to people?
The ultimate question. So what did it say?
It said that I need to focus on the customer's pain.
Pain. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, yeah, why not? People are suffering, right?
Yeah. So if you're out there and you're struggling, you're suffering over your art, if you're feeling lonely and isolated,
mm-hmm.
possibly despondent,
suicidal ideation, you know, if you're hearing voices, waiting for your psych med delivery, you know, I mean, you could be, I don't know, needing a guest host on the podcast, you know, because you randomly got sick. I mean, there's just a lot of things that could be happening that is painful. And you know what solves it? Deep Dive.
You are my demo if this describes you. And I think you should listen to a Deep Dive course if you're a writer and you're struggling. You want to write a novel, but it's eluding you. Maybe you've written a draft, but it's not right yet, or you just can't get started. I think you should listen to this course. It's more than 50 hours long, and you can hear from 40 plus acclaimed authors because, let's be honest, the voices currently in your head aren't working out for you.
Not positive.
So I think it's time to put some other voices in your head besides your own.
That's right. That's right. You got to get some new voices in your head, some voices that will stop the doom spiral, some voices that will teach you how to write a novel.
It's like a voice transplant.
That's right. That's right. It's a voice transplant. And your voice can be transplanted by the likes of Emily St. John Mandel, Melissa Broder, Stephen Graham Jones, and Steve Almond.
40 plus authors who have walked this walk. They've been through the fires. They've been where you are, and they have persevered. Unlike Mira, they have persevered.
That's right. Unlike me, I am currently in the midst of it. And I have not persevered yet, which is why I don't yet have a deep dive audio course, but stay tuned.
The 2 courses that are currently available, there's the flagship course, How to Write a Novel, which is like the big 50 plus hour course. It's for people who really want to finish a book.
That's 50 plus hours of good distraction from the voices in your head.
Yeah. I mean, it can carry you through an entire calendar year while you work on a draft. And then most recently, there is a course called How to Write Autobiographical Fiction, which is shorter form. It's an intensive, and it is taught by Hannah Pittard, the acclaimed author of many books, including most recently the novel If You Love It, Let It Kill You. That course also features Michael Wheaton, who gives a publisher's perspective. He's the founder of Autofocus Books, which is an independent press that specializes in the creation of autobiographical literature. So if you're out there and you're resonating, you're feeling this, you can check it all out at www.deepdive.audio. You can stream these courses online or via the Deep Dive app, so you can do it on your own time wherever you are. www.deepdive.audio.
Get yourself a course. Replace the voices in your brain.
So I am genuinely happy to have you back, Mira. You were missed last week. Give me the latest on what's been happening with you since you got sick.
Well, let's give the Mira Chaos update, shall we? So last week I got sick. I woke up, lost my voice. Well, okay. Actually, let's go back like 2 days before that. I get a text from my lovely father, that's sarcasm, saying, "Oh, your grandma broke her hip last week." And I said, "Bitch, what the fuck?" So my grandma broke her hip because
Wait. Your dad waited a week to tell you?
He waited a week to tell me. And like, Dad, if you're listening to this, I'm calling you Dad and not Daddy because I'm mad. Why did you wait a week to tell me? Why did you give fucking Grammy COVID, you fucking idiot? Wear a fucking mask, you dumb shit. That's me talking to my dad.
He gave her COVID.
He gave my grandma COVID. She then woke up in the middle of the night, fainted, broke her hip. And so I said, wear a fucking mask, Daddy, you idiot. I've been sort of helping take care of her a bit. And for those listeners who have been tuned in with us for a while, this marks the 3rd grandparent this year who has had a major sickness or injury. My grandma died from cancer. My grandpa had a stroke, 2 strokes. And now my other grandma has broken her hip. I do have another grandpa, but he lives in Mexico and I don't really know him. But he might be injured too. You never know.
I feel like there is a curse, perhaps on your family at this point. This is too much.
I mean, I want to know which one of you bitch-ass viewers has hired an Etsy witch to curse me, because it's very clear at this point. I mean, somebody is cursing my grandparents with an Etsy witch, and I want to know which one of you it is.
Mira, we don't have viewers. This is a podcast. We have listeners.
Yeah, viewers, listeners, whatever, same thing. We once had viewers when it was uploaded to YouTube, but I prefer it not because now I don't put on any makeup.
Yeah, it's about listening. It's a listening experience.
What, you mean people don't like seeing my youthful, gorgeous face next to your old leather wrinkled face?
Yeah, while I hide behind this microphone so nobody sees my jowls.
Exactly. So an Etsy witch is cursing me. After that, I got sick kind of mysteriously. I don't really know.
Wait. I love how Mira's like, I can't believe I got sick. It's so mysterious. I am a relentlessly sedentary human being who smokes enough pot on a daily basis to sedate an elephant. I can't figure it out. I had licorice for dinner multiple times this week. And,
I literally did say that, by the way, to Brad earlier. I had licorice for dinner 3 times this week.
Somehow I've come down with something. I'm on 6 different psych meds that could be delivered at any moment.
So yeah, I got sick. Nobody knows why. It's a medical marvel, frankly, that I got sick. I also had a haircut this week. I neglected to mention. I didn't cut it any shorter. I just kind of got layers and, had them fix my bangs, so they're real bangs. But maybe that's where I got sick. Carlos, if you got me sick, I will still come back to you to get my hair done because you're the only one I trust. So got sick, lost my voice, texted Brad the morning of the podcast saying, Brad, I sound like RFK Jr. I can't do the podcast.
My blood pressure shot up like by 20 points.
And yet it happens so often. I don't understand how it's like still like every single time you're like shocked as if like a family member had died. Like you're shocked like, oh my God, like the president's been shot like every single time. And yet it's like I'm constantly having these chaotic issues. Again, all 3 of my grandparents have gotten terribly sick this year. I don't know how you're not expecting it at this point.
I honestly think what happened was I like looked at my phone, got your message, and I think I literally like crumpled forward. Like as if someone had shot me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just like...
You hit the fent folds.
Yeah. I was just like, oh my God, we're an hour away. And
well, that is kind of flattering, I gotta say, for my lack of presence to be such a terrible thing for you. Like the fact that I have the ability to make you double over in pain is kind of flattering, I must admit.
Yeah. So you couldn't podcast.
So I couldn't podcast. I lost my voice. And I did leave Brad a voice memo to prove that my voice sounded fucked up. And he did agree that he couldn't have my gross ass on the podcast. So
yeah, I don't want to do like phlegmatic podcasting. Yeah. Nobody needs to hear somebody with like a bunch of mucus happening. And
if I sound like that at all, I do profoundly apologize. So then I was sick kind of all week. And then I got better. Just magically. In the nick of time, magically got better just in time for the Chappell Roan concert that I got tickets 2 months ago. Just in time. And had I not gone to that Chappell Roan concert, I don't know what would have happened to me and everybody around me. I would have like lost my mind. I've been looking forward to it so much. And thank God I wasn't sick.
I feel like you would have been like wheeled in a gurney to go to
I would have gone. I would have gotten everyone around me sick, and I would have gone, and I still would have gone just as hard. It's just that I might have died. That's all. That's the only difference, really.
So wait, what was your actual physical status? Like you weren't 100% better.
No, I was like not 100%. I'm honestly still not 100%. You might be able to hear in my voice like a tiny bit. So like my voice was not totally there and I was like a little bit sniffly, but nonetheless, she persisted. So I wasn't like 100% better, but I pretended that I was. So we went to, it was me, my sister Lola, my friend Alex, and my friend Izzy. And we all got ready at Alex's house. My sister did my makeup, looked really insane. So that was fun.
Yeah, I saw you were posting photos on Instagram. And I liked them. I think I hearted those, right?
You did.
And I was like, okay, you guys look like you're having fun. Everybody was dressed to the nines. And I thought you looked really stylish. And you had some sort of like pink winged, what do you even call it? It kind of had like a Stevie Nicks vibe almost.
Oh, thank you. It was like a pink velvet dress that had like white fringe on it, and then it had like bell sleeves with big eyeballs on it. It's from Fashion Brand Company.
Okay. So yeah, I saw these photos and it's like, okay, Mira really went for it. She's got the makeup, she's got the outfit, she's into it. And I also felt like you looked a little sickly and like incredibly high.
So high. Oh my God. I was not fucking around. A friend of mine who I saw the other day or like a few weeks ago started growing mushrooms and just gave me this massive bag of mushrooms. And so obviously I was like 300 milligrams of THC deep or something like that. Alex and I took mushrooms. I've discovered something strange about myself in terms of psychedelics, which is like I have like an elephant's tolerance to psychedelics. And as I say that that's strange, I realize that you're going to be like, that's not strange. You have an elephant's tolerance to everything. You smoke so much weed. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm so blown away. I can't believe it.
So like I took like probably twice the amount of mushrooms as Alex, but was tripping probably a similar amount. I wasn't like, tripping to a degree where I was like seeing elves, but I was tripping to a degree where like Alex and I were sitting there in the grass and being like, the lighting here is incredible. Oh my God. Like you look so cool. Like, let me take a picture of you in this lighting. And then I'm going through the pictures now and it's like blurry, nothing blurry. Like, and yet I was like, this is the most gorgeous photo I've ever taken. And I will say I invited Brad. I did invite Brad. I said, Brad, we are taking mushrooms. We need a designated driver, free Chappell ticket. Amazing experience. Come be our psychedelic babysitter.
Yeah.
And he did say no. Shocking.
What an offer. Hey, will you be our designated driver while we have fun?
I mean, look, it would have been fun for you at least to witness like the state that I was in, because like I mean, I screamed, I cried, I lost my voice again. I think I'm gay now.
Did you? I was going to say, were you shrooming so hard that you actually thought you turned gay?
Yes, I was shrooming so hard that I was looking at Chappell Roan and I was like, I would risk it all for you, Chappell. I am in a very happy marriage, love my husband, love my life. Risk it all for Chappell. If she propositioned me even a tiny bit, done, no problem, easy. I'm there. And I'm like not even that gay. I never really took to it, but like for Chappell, like easily. Like I was there, like my sister is gay, Alex is gay, Izzy is not. And Izzy and I were like, look at her ass. Like, oh my God, she has the best ass I have ever seen.
Who, Chappell?
Chappell. She has look it up sometime. She has an incredible ass. It's like, it's godly.
What's so good about it?
It's, the shape of it is great. It's very like bouncy. It's very like up. It's large. It fits her body. I mean, you just got to see it. It's magical. I went to the Chappell Roan show and I came back gay. So that's the gay agenda for you. It's happening.
Yeah. What was the crowd like? I mean, you go to a Chappell Roan show, I have to believe it's like a really gay crowd.
It is so gay. Like it is like gayer than like the Abbey on a Friday night. Like literally like Alex and I were sitting there shrooming so hard. And we were like, okay, let's see if we can point out the straight people. Literally just looking around going, okay, straight, dad, straight. Like you could point them out of the crowd so easily.
Well,
like,
you're really making me regret not going. It would have been so fun to be standing there getting like gawked at by all the gay people.
Alex and I would be sitting there pointing at you straight.
Who brought the dad?
There was even a point in the show where she was doing Hot to Go. And she like looked at the audience and she was like, I'm seeing a lot of people's dads not doing the Hot to Go dance. And then she was like, I'm sorry. It was actually nice of you to take your daughters here. You don't have to do the dance. But I lost my voice again. It was a truly transcendent experience. I yelled fugly jeans so loudly that I think I could feel when I literally felt the moment when my voice went out again. It was song number 1. And the song hadn't even started yet. It was just her monologue before the song. It was super graphic ultra modern girl like me.
Wait, is the song called Fugly Jeans?
Well, there's a monologue in the very beginning that I can state from beginning to end, although I don't know if you want to hear it. But she goes like, you know what they say, never waste a Friday night on a first date. But there I was in my heels with my hair straight. And then she goes on to say the guy is wearing fugly jeans.
Wait, I thought she's a lesbian. She's out with a guy?
Well, look. Okay, I am going to say the whole monologue then. She goes, you know what they say, never waste a Friday night on a first date, but there I was in my heels with my hair straight. And so I take him to this bar. This man wouldn't dance. He didn't ask a single question, and he was wearing these fugly jeans. Ew. It doesn't matter, though. He doesn't have what it takes to be with a girl like me. And then the song goes on to say that she needs a super graphic, ultra modern girl and not that boy.
All right.
So that's the song. It's her first song. Lost my voice in the middle of it. Bought a $95 hoodie, came home gay. It was transcendent. Beautiful experience. Loved it. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. She has the stage presence that I've never seen before. Take mushrooms when you go too. Take a lot of them.
I think take mushrooms whenever you go to any concert. Maybe the most ingenious thing that musicians have ever done is integrate mushrooms into their audience experience, like, or encourage that or somehow tacitly endorse it, because it's just good for business for the musician. People come away from those concerts being like, this is the greatest thing I ever saw. You know, I had like a transcendent experience. My life has changed.
I mean, that's literally exactly how I feel about seeing Chappell live. I'm like, she is the pop star of our generation. She's going to be the most influential pop star, like hands down. When we look back, she's our David Bowie.
So I want to take this moment to encourage our audience to shroom while listening to Brad and Mira for the Culture.
Please do it. You're going to have a terrible experience, and we want to hear all about it.
We're going to send you spiraling into the worst trip of your life.
That's right. We're going to change the trajectory of your life forever with your heroic dose of mushrooms.
The mere mention of our names will trigger you and
exactly
re-traumatize you.
I mean, imagine recording the podcast on mushrooms. Might be even worse. Or better. Hard to tell.
I've got to be sober to operate this machinery. It's too intense. I can barely do it sober.
We got to make Brad do the podcast on mushrooms. You can just set it all up before you take the mushrooms. Then we can both take mushrooms and just try our best.
Just hire a freelance producer.
Exactly. Just for one day.
Or maybe we should do an episode where I take your psych meds.
Where you take my psych meds. Wow. I do really wonder what kind of horrific effect that would have on your brain. I mean, considering like my drug tolerance in general, like I'm on a pretty high dose of psych meds and like a variety of psych meds. Not good. Not good.
I'd be like one of those guys in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest who's just like catatonic.
Just like laying in bed, like strapped in for some reason, staring at the ceiling.
Just like half slumped in my chair with like my tongue sort of hanging out of my mouth.
Oh, so let's see. The other thing that happened this week that is important to me is that I became, I'm going to say near suicidally depressed because I thought that the hummingbird in my yard had migrated because it is raining and cold.
Do hummingbirds migrate?
So I have done a lot of research. The hummingbird in my yard, who is named the mayor is an Allen's hummingbird. And so Allen's hummingbirds, I guess, are not even supposed to be in Los Angeles. I don't know how they even got here, but they migrate in the winter. Some of them migrate in the winter to Mexico where it's warm and then come back, which is crazy, right? That hummingbirds can fly all the way to Mexico and then like come back to the same spot. Like that's wild. But they don't all do it. And thank God the mayor did not, because this morning it was pouring rain outside. I look out the window and there's the mayor looking up at the sky, washing his little body. And immediately I stopped being mentally ill. So mental illness cured.
And you're sure it's him?
And I'm sure it's him. There's a mayor and then there's girl mayor. I believe girl mayor did migrate because I have not seen girl mayor in a really long time. But boy mayor is here. And
you're sure it's real with the absence of your psych meds? Are you sure you're not hallucinating this hummingbird?
No, I'm not sure. It's definitely possible that I'm hallucinating it. I was gonna say yeah, it's real. No, I really don't know. I mean, I am missing a psych med right now, so like I don't even know that you're real.
I feel like our audience needs to weigh in on this. Like, is the hummingbird real or is it a figment of Mira's imagination? You can email the show at letters@otherppl.com. Vote. Let us know what you think, and we'll read the results on the air next time.
Yeah, send in your votes. We'll read the results on the air. We will have like somebody nearby to 5150 me if everybody agrees that the hummingbird is not real. So please submit your votes, letters@otherppl.com, and then we will read out the results next episode. See if I'm dying or not, or at least my brain. So this week, Brad, what do we have? We've got a kind of sad story at the top, unfortunately. Diane Keaton has died. R.I.P. Diane. She was cool. She was a real one. She had a great sense of fashion. I think it's the third, right? What were the three? It's like Robert Redford, Diane Keaton, and...
We lost D'Angelo now.
Oh, D'Angelo. Is it fucked up that I'm more sad about D'Angelo than Diane Keaton?
No, you can pick whoever you want to be sad about. That's the fun of celebrities dying. You get to decide how upset you are. And speaking of which, I feel like the social media, like the performative grief that you see on social media around these deaths of celebrities, fucks with my head a little bit, because all of a sudden the algorithm will be feeding me all these tributes, all these film clips, all these like people talking to their phones about how like much these people meant to them. And then I start to be like, wait a minute. Like, did Robert Redford, like, was he my dad? Like, am I like so upset about, I haven't thought about Robert Redford for more than 10 seconds in like 20 years. And all of a sudden I'm just like, I can't believe he's gone. He meant everything to me.
I guess I kind of feel the same about D'Angelo. Like when I think about D'Angelo, I think about that really famous music video of his where he's like, they're like panning up on his abs the entire time. And he like looks like the hottest man alive. And then I think about that and I'm like, wow, I'm really sad that he died. But like, am I? I guess I am. He's a great artist.
Yeah. I think when people die and all, when celebrities die and people freak out on social media, it's not the celebrity that they're mourning, it's themselves, because these people are like time markers. It's like, oh,
wow,
Diane,
dropping wisdom.
Yeah. Robert Redford died. That means like, I'm going to fucking die soon. And like people are so self-involved. It's really about them, but they get to pretend that it's not.
See, like if I think about like, okay, which celebrity like really affected me when they died? Of course I think of David Lynch. And like what made me sad about that was not like, oh no, I'm going to die. Cause like Lord knows I'm going to die. And like not dying would be my worst fucking nightmare. Like that would suck so bad. It's more like, oh no, I don't get any more David Lynch now. It's like now I don't get new David Lynch movies. So I guess I think about like D'Angelo or Diane Keaton, and like I'm not sitting here like waiting for a new D'Angelo song or like a new Diane Keaton movie. So maybe it's about me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mira just set off her smoke alarm because she's smoking pot.
I'm a fucking mess.
Christ.
Forgot to open a window.
So, yeah, we were talking about, what? D'Angelo?
Okay. Yeah. So I was like saying, it's not like I've been like waiting for a new Diane Keaton movie or a new D'Angelo song the same way that I was with David Lynch. But yet I feel sad about it.
Yeah, and I think like there's another aspect to it where things are so fucked up. Like the world is in such peril and everything seems so chaotic and crazy, especially like when you're viewing it through your phone, that when you lose one of these like stalwart old school celebrities who seem to like live a good life and maybe stand for the right things or whatever, when they die, it feels like the world is that much shittier. It's like extra, you know?
Yeah.
It's like these people do have some sort of like paternal or maternal role for a lot of people in some weird psychological way.
Right. It's like you want to just have one nice thing. And then like the world's like, no, you don't get to have that. Like we don't get to have any nice things.
Everyone's like, all the good ones are dying. It's all like, all we've got. Who do we have left now? We've got Kid Rock and, you know, whoever else is.
Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, we got Kid Rock and Sydney Sweeney to lead us out of the wilderness.
I mean, look, I just want to say it should have been Woody Allen. It should have been Woody Allen.
How old is he? He's got to be like 90 something, right?
Fucking old. Let's look it up. Woody Allen age. 89 years old. He's almost 90. Yeah, didn't he like make a movie recently? Why won't this motherfucker die? Diane Keaton was only 79.
Yeah, his parents, Woody Allen's parents, I want to say both lived into their hundreds.
That's fucked. Why do pedophiles live so long? It's not good. I don't like it.
Keeps you young, Mira. So yeah, I was blue skying or whatever you say when you post on Blue Sky. I was thinking about this because you know how celebrities die in threes, and like there's a meme that I see on Instagram whenever somebody dies, like a famous person dies, where they play that song, "Forever Young, I want to be forever young." And they sort of like start with the celebrity at a certain age, and then they either like morph into like their older self.
Oh my God.
Or they start with them being old and they go backwards in time.
Blue Sky is for old people.
Well, no, this is on Instagram.
Okay, all right.
But I was posting on Blue Sky where I was like, yeah, I feel like we're very close to the moment in internet history where like celebrities are going to die in a three. Like you're going to have Redford, Keaton, and D'Angelo. And whatever the combo is, this is sort of the fun of it. Like whatever the celebrity combo is who dies in this pack of three, you're going to like instantly see an AI video that's like photorealistic of these three celebrities having like an erotic threesome in the heavenly garden.
As opposed to a non-erotic threesome?
Yeah, but I mean just like it'll be filthy and it'll be in this like heavenly garden and it'll sort of be melodramatic and it'll be trying to kind of play for sad, even though it's like porn. And that song by Sade called, what is it called? Like By Your Side?
Yeah, By Your Side.
Some really romantic song will be playing and like Robert Redford and D'Angelo will be tag teaming Diane Keaton.
It's
and
like,
you're just
you are the wind beneath my wings.
Just like, that's where we're headed. I mean, we're almost there.
So like if the three of them are fucking in heaven, are we talking like all of them like at their prime or like all of them like at the age when they died?
I mean, I would vote for prime. I don't know if I want to see like elderly Diane Keaton and elderly Redford going at it.
I vote elderly. 100%. I think that it would be much more interesting than seeing them young. I want to see like what does old Robert Redford get off on? Like, what is he into? He probably like at that age, you're probably super familiar with whatever you're into, and it's probably some weird shit.
Just strange. You probably can't get it up. He was 89.
In heaven, he can.
Yeah, in heaven, it all works beautifully. I actually think maybe the rule should just be that if AI is going to do this, it has to be the celebrity rendered at the age they died, no matter when it is.
Yeah, they should pass a law. Like, okay, like fine, you can do like AI porn of celebrities that die, but it has to be the age that they died at. You cannot do the young porn.
Forever young, I want to be forever. And like 89-year-old Redford is just like thrusting, just straining.
I do kind of like that it's boy, boy, girl. Like, I feel like that's kind of progressive. Like, that's like not what you normally see two girls on a guy, but like Diane Keaton, like being Eiffel Towered, like kind of sick.
Wait, being Eiffel Towered.
Ooh, we have a Brad Learns. Everybody, Brad Learns.
Hollywood legends, a life after death. Sweating in heaven, tasting your breath. Redford and Keaton, D'Angelo too. Alone in a garden with nothing to do. Elderly starlets in states of undress. Important pop stars with hair on their chest. A new Eiffel Tower in heavenly rest.
Okay, we're explaining what an Eiffel Tower is to Brad. Brad.
Je ne sais pas. Le Tour Eiffel.
Le Tour Eiffel. C'est 6 actes, how you say? Pepe Le Pew.
Can I guess? Can I guess what this is?
Hold on. I think I might be getting my psych med delivery. Everybody hold.
Okay. One moment, please.
Hello? Nope, spam.
Oh my God.
So annoying.
So wait, that wasn't it?
Nope, that was spam. That was a fucking spam call. Not my psych meds. So I'm that much closer to having a psychotic break. But back to Brad Lawrence.
So wait, I'm going to guess what an Eiffel Tower is.
Yeah, like take a guess. It's a sex act.
It's got to be, if it's two guys and a girl, it's got to be, or whatever combo it is. It's like, I would say it was Redford and D'Angelo, nude, standing up, facing each other, and then like Diane Keaton in between them.
Yeah, I would say that's about right. I mean, they don't need to be standing up. They could like be on their knees, but like it's like Diane Keaton on her hands and knees. And then like D'Angelo, dick and mouth, like Robert Redford, dick and vagina. And then they high five over Diane Keaton.
Forever young. I want to be forever young.
Wow, this is a great first episode back, huh? This is a...
We've totally disgraced ourselves yet again.
So one of my favorite, like rest in peace Diane Keaton wishes was from Al Pacino, who simply said that he regrets never having married Diane Keaton. Which, like, when I die, I really hope that there's just a cadre of men being like, I fucking fumbled her, man. Like, I fumbled the only girl I ever loved. Like, that's what I want.
When I die, there's going to be women being like, phew, like I dodged a bullet. I almost married a podcaster.
Exactly. They're like, whew, that was a close one, man. Giving a speech at your funeral. Carrie's sitting there like, fuck, dude. All right, well.
Carrie's wearing a veil, she's just like blushing with embarrassment.
Just crying, blushing. Why did my husband have to be a podcaster?
I mean, he was a nice guy and all.
Like, I guess he was a good dad except for the podcasting part. I don't know. So, all right. Our next story is... I don't like our next story. I don't like it. It's upsetting. So
yeah, I just flagged it. I feel like we have to do like one brief mention of fascism in every episode.
God, I hate it so much. Yeah, it's like, okay, like talking about fascism, like I can handle, but this story takes place in Portland, Oregon, where like ICE and like fucking the National Guard and shit have taken over. Trump has been sending military to blue states. And so there was a protest against ICE specifically in Portland.
And by the way, I do want to say, shout out to Portland. They've done a good job protesting in general. Like I feel like they've met the moment. I've seen these people like wearing these frog costumes, dancing around, and
that was pretty.
They've been like mocking. I feel like they've been mocking, which is the way you should do it. You got to make fun of these people.
They were doing a great job until now, and now I'm fucking pissed. Okay, these people did a protest where everybody was riding their bikes fully nude. And like, no, just no. Like, that's not about fascism. That is about you wanting to be naked in the streets of Portland. And I am not okay with it. Like, this is going to make everything 1,000 times worse. This is just going to be like, Trump's going to be like, yeah, we got to send like the military and the Israeli military to Portland. And I'm going to be like, you know what? Yeah, you do, actually. That's fair. I didn't think that you had to, but now that I see all these nude motherfuckers, you might need to send more National Guard troops.
Like, imagine those bike seats, just labia on a bike seat.
Oh, bare labia on a bike seat. That is like just begging for like, not even a yeast infection, like some brand new infection that like we didn't even know existed. Like, it's just like, I'm cheering for the National Guard. That's where I'm at. I'm saying yes, National Guard. I'm cheering for the police. That is how much I hate this.
Yeah, like put some clothes on. I don't get it. I can tell you this. I could never do it.
They just want to make you look at their nude bodies. That's all it is. Like, they're just exhibitionists. They just want to force you to like look at their fucking, I don't know, dangling balls in cold. It's cold too. It's cold and raining. These people are wearing like ponchos and riding their bikes in the nude. Why? What is it? What do they even want to achieve, like in like a best case scenario?
And it's a lot of people too. It's not just like,
it's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people in Portland who are like, yeah, I want to ride a bike naked.
I mean, I guess that's why you moved to Portland, so you can be some motherfucker like this. Like, I don't know. It's like, it's insane how Portlandia came out like, what, 10 years ago? More? And is still incredibly accurate.
Yeah, I mean, it's like overall, it's a good place. I like that it's like I like that the Portlandia of it all, and I like that it's kind of annoying to everybody.
I did until this fucking nude bike race. I swear to God, it's going to turn me. This is how I get red pills. This is how I turn into a Republican. As I see these nude Portland fucking fuckers on a bike, biking, being like, "We hate ICE. Look at my dick." Like, this is how I become a right winger. I'm going to turn into Marjorie Taylor Greene over this.
Yeah, if somebody's like,
this is going to turn me racist.
Somebody could come up to me and be like, Brad, if you ride your bike naked through the streets of Los Angeles, it will end fascism for America and restore us to a democratic republic. You know, I'd be like, sorry, can't do it.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah, that's a big no.
Nope.
That's a flat no from me.
I mean, at that point, I'm pro-fascism. At that point, it's like, okay, well, like, I would rather be paraded nude through the streets with like someone with a bell going, shame, shame. Because then at least I have a reason to be nude in the street. At least it's like, okay, that's like why I'm nude in the street. I can't help it. I would literally rather have people like throwing eggs at me and shit. Because that's what you should be doing to nude people in the street who are showing you their dick without consent. Or their labia, honestly.
That's too much. I mean, I get the human body. It's natural. We're all born naked, but all right.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's like, yeah, we're all born naked and the rest is drag. So wear drag.
I mean, I think it's like wear some bottoms, even if it's just like a bikini bottom or like briefs or something, but like don't have.
Even in a nudist colony, they bring towels with them everywhere they go.
It should be a topless bike ride. That's fine.
Topless bike ride, that's fine. Then you don't have to see people's dicks and balls like fucking swinging in the rain. Just like, oh, here's my just like fucking soft hog just fucking waving, flapping through the streets of Portland. Just fucking flapping around, sounding like...
I was just picturing some sort of like old school like Disney animation of penis like tap dancing in the rain. I'm swinging in the rain.
Just swinging in the rain. Oh, okay. Well, I think we have some Angry Adam audio, although you may have gotten your fill of Angry Adam last episode. Lord knows he's not as good of a host as I am. But we do have this Angry Adam audio. Now, just to preface this, what we're looking at, it's a video. And so what we're looking at is 2 pieces of toast with jam and butter and some sliced strawberries.
Wait, just like a plate of food?
Just a plate of food. So he's filming a plate of food and he is speaking.
All right.
Let's listen.
Brad, this is what a normal breakfast looks like. This is what American people, normal people, European people eat for breakfast. What you do is not normal. Nothing you do is normal. You sit in your fucking cave all day long, like Gollum, with your fucking gray skin and your your I don't know, you're a misanthrope. So what I want to do is challenge you to a physical wellness test, because I don't think you're very healthy. I think you're mentally deteriorating quickly. I want to go to the doctor. I want to get all our scores done, our liver function, heart, cholesterol, all that stuff, and then have a physical fitness challenge. And I want Mira to be the judge. I want her to sit on the side with a ketamine tube put into her eyeball, and just I want her to like be the judge of who's the healthier person. I have no doubt that you're going to lose, and I have no doubt that you're a very, very sick person. So let's do it. Let's do it maybe on the White House lawn. I don't know, but let's get it done, okay? Love you.
Love you too, Angry Adam. I agree. I think I'd be a really good referee for this. I think we should get you in the same room with the doctor, getting your blood tested, doing some physical challenges. I can get like one of those striped, like cute striped referee shirts and like a little whistle.
I feel like I am mentally deteriorating. I will concede that. But
all right, me too. I'll take that.
I think I would beat him in a physical fitness challenge.
Yeah, like you think that you could run faster?
Yeah, like that sort of stuff I would win at. I don't know. I think my cholesterol would probably be higher just because that runs in my family.
I feel like I don't want to do any of the like physical fitness tests, but I do want to do the blood test because I feel like I would beat both of you. My cholesterol is incredible.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really good. I like did a non-fasting blood test last year, and my doctor was like, "This is a fasting blood test, right?" And I was like, "No." And she's like, "Your cholesterol is amazing." So, not to brag, but
it's genetic. Some people, their bodies don't produce it, and some people they do.
Yeah, I mean, Lord knows I'm not trying to be healthy, so
yeah, I've been a vegan my whole life, and my cholesterol is like on the borderline, and it should be low. So
I think this physical fitness competition is a great idea. I think we should do it. Diane Keaton was a vegetarian, just like you, and she only died at 79.
Yeah, I was going to say she was like, but I like that. I read a quote. I think PETA, whatever it is, the
PETA
animal rights organization posted like a tribute. And they had a pull quote, on the image. And she was basically like, I don't eat animals. I don't want to eat something that used to be an animal. That's crazy. And I'm like, that's exactly how I feel. I was like, I don't want to eat anything that's taken a shit. That's how I feel.
Wow. Don't want to eat anything that's taken a shit. That
just seems logical to me.
Are there any living things that don't take a shit?
Yeah. Plants.
No, but like animals, like living animals.
No, they're all pooping. I'm over it. And yet Diane Keaton lived as I do and like fell over dead at 79.
So yeah, I guess maybe a physical fitness competition, not the worst idea.
Clock's ticking.
So on the Angry Adam note, I did listen to the episode that I was not present for. It was the first episode of our show that I have ever listened to because I was not in it. And I will say it was pretty good. I think that I'm probably better because I'm one of the best podcast hosts in America, 2 years running. But, I think that the Sausage Fest was all right. But I do have a couple notes. So here's what I will say. I loved the episode because it was full of compliments about me. So I do think that everyone should compliment me more. Love listening to compliments about myself. Also, okay, Brad, within 30 seconds, or less, within like the very first beginning of this episode, the first thing that is said is talking about the band Rush. Talking about how the band Rush is going to get back together. Now, if you're listening to this and you do not know who the band Rush is, great. You're part of our demographic because this motherfucker is going to lose us all of our fucking listeners. Talking about Rush. Prog rock is dead, Adam. Prog rock is dead. It's over. It's done.
I was going to say, that was Angry Adam bringing Rush. Like, he's a huge Rush fan. He's going to go to a Rush concert.
This motherfucker's a Rush fan, and he's making fun of me for Taylor Swift. I'm sorry. Excuse me? Rush? Really? I know about Rush because my father, the same one who told me about my grandma's hip a week late, loves Rush. It's his favorite band. Prog rock is over. It's done. It was over a decade ago. More than a decade ago. These fuckers, you fuckers, probably lost like half our audience. If anyone's listening, I will never speak about Rush again after this moment. I promise. Promise. I will say this. Angry Adam is a pretty good replacement for me, just in that he hates things that he's never seen or heard, which I also do. So I identify in that way.
He's filled with loathing.
Yeah, he's filled with hatred, loathing, rage, and I am too. And I don't get that sense from Gene. He seems like he has a very pure heart and is a very kind man.
Well, we were joking. I don't know if we said it in the episode, but it's like Angry Adam, and then we were going to call him Genial Gene, just because it's sort of happy-go-lucky.
That is pretty much exactly what it was. And I'll admit it was a good dynamic. They were good hosts. You guys did a great job. And you'll never hear those bitches again. Those old bitches are fucking out of here. And it's going to be all Mira from now on. So hope you liked it while it lasted.
I will say, like, I appreciate those guys for sitting in on short notice. They bailed me out, and we got an episode up. But you were missed, Mira. Like, and I think too, like doing the episode with somebody else, with other people who don't normally do this, like, made me realize how hard it is.
With other people?
Yeah. But it made me realize it's not like we make it look easy.
We're kind of like, it's like when you're watching the Olympics and like the gymnasts are doing stuff and you're like, I could do that. That's easy. That's what podcasting is for us. We make it look easy.
I think people need to realize this, though. It really isn't. I'm not even kidding. It's actually like...
No, it is kind of true, actually. It's like we do like a lot of prep before... it sounds like a mess, but you'd be surprised how much prep it takes.
Yeah, we put a lot of work into these things. So
we do it all for you, the listener.
That's right. And what else? I think we talked about One Battle After Another.
Oh, yeah. That was another complaint that I had. Now, I want you to hear this complaint, Brad. You are a psychopath for putting One Battle After Another before Magnolia in your list of P.T. Anderson movies, which is not to say I didn't love One Battle After Another, but it is not better than Magnolia. Come on.
I feel like Magnolia is maybe the gayest Paul Thomas Anderson movie.
Excuse me?
Well, but Phantom Thread, I know it's up there. But or I should say, Magnolia is the most melodramatic, most cocaine-fueled movie that he ever made.
Boogie Nights might be more cocaine fueled. It's more cocaine in the movie.
No, yeah. This is actually a good point, because I think he made those two movies sequentially. It was Boogie Nights and then it was Magnolia. And Boogie Nights was maybe the cocaine high, and Magnolia was the cocaine hangover. Right.
Magnolia was like opening the window and realizing it's light outside after doing coke all night.
Yeah. And
which is why I love it.
It's so fucking melodramatic.
It's so good. I mean, the best Tom Cruise role that ever existed.
Yeah, I would say by a good margin.
I mean, incredible.
But you liked One Battle After Another?
I loved it. I thought it was great. I was more endeared to Leonardo DiCaprio than I've maybe ever been before. Like, he was so funny, the way that he kept being like, "Are you good, homie? All right, homie. Like, everything cool, homie? Homie, you're all right? All right? All right, dude? All right?" Like, it was like, he kind of a little bit talks like my stepdad, which really made it extra funny for me. But not above Magnolia. I was just... Look, I might put it near Magnolia if frogs rained from the sky, but they didn't.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, were you hoping that everybody was going to burst into song at the end of One Battle After Another?
I was expecting it. And in fact, like, I stood up and started bursting into song, and they kicked me out of the theater. So, I thought it was a free country.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good movie. I don't know if we're going to hear about it. Angry Adam texted Gene and I were on a thread, and he was like, "I didn't get it. It went over my head. I didn't like it." He didn't like it.
Look, add me to the thread, because I feel like it's not that entertaining to get into my critiques of One Battle After Another, but I've got them. I've got some leftist critiques of it. I thought that what you were saying about that review that mentioned how it like overly sexualized Black women, I think that was absolutely correct. I totally agree. I think that it was like I'll be brief about this, but I think it was taking away from the seriousness of the actions in the beginning of like, liberating like an ICE facility and all of that for Tiana Taylor to just be like fucking Leonardo DiCaprio in the middle of it. It made it look like it was like they didn't actually like care that much about the leftist politics. It was just like young people like wanting to do something sexy or whatever. And like that and the over sexualization of Black women in general, I was kind of like, all right. And I thought Gene was right that it was unrealistic that the dad would stay with the kid and not the mom. That's like very unrealistic, I think. But it was a good movie. Loved the car chase scene. That was fucking incredible.
Yeah, just like if you just watch it as an action movie,
I mean, and yeah, amazing. And like, don't get me wrong, I loved it. Like, I thought it was really, really good. I was like seated the whole time. I actually agree with, I don't know if it was your daughter or Jean's son that said it should be like half an hour shorter, but I agree.
That was Evan. That was my daughter. Yeah.
I totally agree. And I love a long movie. I love Magnolia, you know, like I get down with a long movie, but I just think they could have cut the fat a tiny bit.
It's not going to stop.
It's not going to stop
till you wise up.
Like, legitimately, first time I saw that movie, that scene started, sobbing, tears rolling down my face. Like, and it's like so corny. I love it. Julianne Moore in the pharmacy. Have you seen Death in Your Bed? Shame on you. Shame on all of you.
Yeah, it's just like so over the top. It's operatic.
Yeah, it is. It's really operatic, which is like just exactly what I love about it. It's perfect. I would say Magnolia, Phantom Thread, top 2, personally.
Interesting.
Phantom Thread is up there, like up there. That is like, perfect movie. Love it. 2 perfect movies. Speaking of perfect.
Oh boy.
Or imperfect, rather. Can you see what's coming, Brad? Listeners, can you see what's coming?
I'm bracing myself.
Brace yourselves, folks. Are you seated? It's time to get into the life of a showgirl. That's right. Now, I have a lot of thoughts on this. I got a lot of thoughts on this. I have thoughts on what you guys said about it. I have thoughts on the album itself. I got thoughts.
I want to mention that last week when Mira was out sick and Angry Adam and Genial Gene were sitting in, the 3 of us, like middle-aged men, did our best to analyze Life of a Showgirl. And
when I was listening to it, I found myself like shouting like it was sports when you guys were talking about it, being like, no, that's not right. You made the wrong call. Like literally like it was a football game. But I was proud of you guys about a couple of things. It's true. Like, you guys were not terrible. I have my issues with everyone's analysis, but I'm really, really proud of you old men for finding the Grateful Dead Easter egg and correctly analyzing the fate of Ophelia based on it. I feel like a proud mother. It's warmed my ice cold heart. I mean, just endless affection for you guys for being able to do that as the elderly, not young men that you are.
And to be fair, that was all me.
It's true.
Many episodes ago, I called that.
It's true. It's really true. Brad called it many episodes ago. And for those of you who don't remember or weren't listening, The Fate of Ophelia is a lyric in a Grateful Dead song. Is that right?
Yeah, it's a lyric from their 1980 single, Althea.
Okay. And John Mayer has said that it is his favorite song. And so the words, The Fate of Ophelia, really don't appear anywhere besides the Taylor Swift song and that Grateful Dead song. So I think it's fair to say that your guys' analysis, which is that basically that Travis has more or less saved Taylor from the fate of Ophelia, which she would have fallen to if it, were just John. I think that's right.
John Mayer. Yeah, I mean, like, not only did that song inspire a song, like it inspired the song Fate of Ophelia, I think in many ways it's like the thematic like kernel of the entire album.
Yeah.
Which feels to me like a celebration of her relationship with Travis and the fact that she's found happiness and has escaped all these like shitty men. And I also have to say, like, John Mayer really did a number on this girl. I feel like he did a number on a lot of girls, but like she can't let it go.
I mean, I've probably said this on the podcast before. I know, I think 5 women independently from one another who have all slept with John Mayer, like who are just like don't even know each other. So like he's been around, clearly. He's whatever. But like Taylor Swift was like, what, 18 or 19 when she dated him, and he was like in his 30s. I think she may have lost her virginity to him. Like, I think it really fucked her up bad. Like the fact that she's still singing about it.
Wait, is Your Body is a Wonderland, is that about her?
It is not. No. It is many years before they started dating.
Wait, but who is it? Who is it? Do we know who it is? Like, who it's about?
I mean, I have to imagine that John Mayer like has probably told like 10 different women that it's about them, and like now every time he dates someone, he has to be like, "Your body's also a wonderland."
Your body is a wonderland, also. I mean, honestly, like, How many women has this guy slept with? He's probably slept with like hundreds of women.
Easily hundreds. Like I know just regular ass people who have slept with hundreds of people. Like, and that's John Mayer. Like he's sleeping with fucking everybody. And he smells. I've said this before, but like he hit on me pretty hard at a party one time, and I would have been down had he not stunk. Literally smelled bad. Like
what? What did he smell like again?
He smelled kind of like BO and like I don't know if it's patchouli or like an herb, like essential oils.
Yeah, I knew a guy like that. I used to work like one of my first jobs. I worked with a guy who was like didn't use deodorant, but was really the essential oil thing.
Oof, disgusting. My dad insists that nobody needs to use deodorant, and he is incorrect. He is wrong. So, have you tried to do the Fate of Ophelia dance yet?
I was joking around about it this morning, actually, with my daughter. I don't know how it came up. Or no, she was like talking to her phone, practicing her Spanish for school. And then behind her, I started to do like the land, the sea, the sky.
Pledge allegiance to your hands,
yeah,
your team, your vibes. Yeah, I've tried to do the dance before, and it is humiliating. I was dancing really hard at Chappell Roan, but I am not a good dancer, folks.
I wish I could dance. I mean, I'm like, if I'm really drunk, which I never am anymore, but if I'm like really disinhibited somehow, I suppose that would help. But like, I don't have the natural.
No, neither do
talent.
I. I guess that's the thing about dancing, is that it's not about having talent as much as it is about just having fun. Yet it's impossible to not notice how you don't have the talent the whole time. If I'm dancing, I'm like, I don't have the talent.
Yeah, exactly. This is not for me. It's not like, and people are like, oh, you're not fun. You don't know how to have fun. You can't just let yourself go and dance. It's like,
no, I can't.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I'm not doing because I'm just not good at it and I don't have the gift.
Like, look, I'm sober and deeply insecure, so I'm not going to do it.
And plus, like, I know what I would look like. Nobody needs to see that. Nobody wants to see that.
Unless they're really drunk, in which case everyone's doing it, and then I guess that's fine. I don't know. But here, I mean, speaking of, like, people moving their bodies in humiliating ways, my verdict on the Taylor Swift album, and I will explain this, of course, at length until everybody wants to kill me. My verdict is that it's a mid Taylor Swift album. It's a pretty good pop album, just objectively. And it's a great Soul Cycle album. Incredible Soul Cycle album. Just like an album that was made for Soul Cycle. The Soul Cycle gays were going nuts. Waving their towels in the air, singing Knock on Wood, Redwood, just fucking losing their mind. It was like, I've never been to a Soul Cycle class where people were so excited, ever.
I just feel like we've reached the point, like her level of cultural saturation and popularity and just like the bigness of her celebrity. There's nothing she could do that's not going to be a huge hit. Like she's just...
Right now, yeah. I mean, I think that's true. I do think it's possible for her to like fall far enough where that is not the case. And I think that like that would be like her next album if it's not good. If it's as good as this album and not better, that's like... I think she'll fall down a little bit.
What did you think about my prediction that I made with Adam and Jean last week, where I was like, her next big album is going to be the mommy album. She's going to have a baby, and that's going to be like her.
Oh, I'll tell you what I think about that, Brad. Let me tell you what I think about that. I think that you fucking old men have an obsession with Taylor Swift breeding, and you need to calm down. I don't know why men are so obsessed with making sure that Taylor Swift is going to breed and get pregnant and whatever. Obviously, she's going to have a kid. She's going to have a kid. I'll tell you when the good album is going to come out. It's going to come out when she cheats on Travis. That's what it's going to be. It's not going to it's not like she's like, everybody is so upset. When's she going to have the baby? When's she going to have an album? Is she going to tour when she has a baby? What's she going to do? She's going to get a surrogate. The baby's going to have 25 nannies and be totally fine and go on tour with her or whatever the fuck. And then she's going to write an album about cheating on Travis.
You think she's going to cheat on him?
I am 100% sure she's going to cheat on him. She's never not cheated on a partner before. Literally. Never. Recorded cheating on each partner. There has been overlap.
And this guy isn't different?
No. I don't think he's different. I think that she is in something of a manic upswing. I think that she has been getting so much positive feedback. Like my friend was saying on the Eras tour, after she plays Champagne Problems, she would get a 10-minute standing ovation and she would let people do the standing ovation for 10 full minutes. And I was the first audience to do the standing ovation, and it felt like 4 fucking hours. Like, it was a fucking nightmare. But like, looking at her on the stage, just watching thousands of people do a standing ovation for that long, you could see her just like absorbing the power of it. And I think that it just made her too confident. Like, she got like that at the Eras tour nonstop, constantly from everybody. And then was just thinking to herself, well, I'm the greatest. Everybody thinks I'm the greatest. How could everybody be wrong that I'm the greatest? I'm fantastic. And then wasn't as critical of herself with this album as she could have been.
She's also happy.
And yeah, I mean, she's happy, you know, she's happy, and like, she's happy, and she's not mining emotions from like a place of real intensity and like relatability. And no, I don't think that her breeding is going to fix that, Brad.
I stand by my prediction. It's going to be, she's going to have a child, and it's going to inspire her.
I think she will have a child, and I think she will write songs about it. But I think the songs that she writes about it are going to be like songs that make you cry and that no other Swiftie really likes.
You think I'll cry?
Yeah, I do. I think she could easily write a song about motherhood that makes you cry. Like, no problem.
Will she appear nude on the cover of Vanity Fair in her 3rd trimester?
Absolutely not. You guys are out of your fucking mind. She didn't show her belly button until she was like 25. Literally. Nobody saw her belly button until she was in her mid-20s. This bitch isn't gonna pose naked. That's fucking nuts. Then also people will know that she's got fake tits, which she does. Sorry.
Taylor does?
She got a preventative mastectomy for sure. She went from having no tits to having tits, and nobody seems to have noticed it. But good for her. So I also want to point out, Brad and I have gone years of Brad saying, if Taylor Swift jumped off a bridge, you would jump off a bridge. If Taylor Swift told you to do a mass shooting, you would do a mass shooting. And yet, here I am saying it was not my favorite album. I didn't love it. So who's a rabid Taylor Swift fan now? I know it's me, but at least I'm able to be critical of her as well.
You have told me that it is arguably her least gay album.
I stand by that. It is arguably her straightest album. And I don't even know if it's arguable, actually.
But yet the boys at Soul Cycle all love it.
Well, yeah, obviously, because it's about liking boys. That's why. If she's gay, it's about liking girls. But if it's straight, she's about liking boys. And so they're like, I ain't gotta knock on wood. And they love it. Wood being about Travis's penis.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, but this is like, I think this is her football album. This is like her album for the football boys.
It's her album like for like, you know, like when they go to a football team and they're like, what's your favorite Taylor Swift song? Like, it's an album for all of the guys who just say blank space.
And like they're not even talking about the song. They're just talking about their own like mental capacity.
They're like asking about the songs and it's like thinking, no, blank space, bye.
You like blank space.
I do think that a lot of the issue with this album is that like she was getting feedback from 2 Swedish guys who don't really speak English very well and a CTE-ridden football player. So, of course, she says some lyric like, fucking, like, I don't know, whatever. Like, I don't need a knock on wood to know that a hard rock is on the way. And Travis is like, oh, yes. And, like, these Swedish guys are like, I don't know. She's fine. And I know that Jack Antonoff probably doesn't listen to the podcast. Odds are low, but never zero. So let me just say this. I'm sorry, Jack Antonoff. I'm sorry. I have said for years and years and years that she needs to fire Jack Antonoff. And she did. And I was wrong. She made arguably her worst album. You know, which is not to say that it's terrible, but she shouldn't have fired him. He was the only one who would tell her no.
So, and he was her record producer.
Yeah, he was her producer.
On which albums?
Songwriting co-partner. On, let's see, I think 1989, Reputation, Lover, Midnights, Torture Post Department, Folklore, Evermore. So like everything from 1989 onward he was a co-writer. And he worked with Max Martin and Shellback on Reputation. They were the producers for this album. but like it was all of them. So Reputation really had like the melodies of like this album of a Max Martin, but like the good lyricism that we expect from Taylor Swift, which unfortunately it seems like was largely Jack Antonoff helping. Like he must have really been like the one who was willing to tell her like, no, that's a stupid lyric. Like, and yes, this is a good lyric.
Do you think he's like resentful right now, or is he like feeling vindicated because the album got kind of like a mid reception from the critics?
Yeah, if I were him, I would be feeling really fucking vindicated right now because, like, I was not the only Swiftie to say fire Jack Antonoff. And, like, every single one is like, I'm sorry, Jack. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Like, forgive me. Like, Dad, I miss you. Like, come pick me up. I'm scared.
He doesn't care, though. He's like married to, what is her name? Margaret Qualley. He's so happy.
Yeah, that's true. He's married to, like, the hottest woman of all time. That's, he probably doesn't care.
He's just like this, like, normcore nerd and, like, New Balance, like, sneakers, whatever.
New Balance nerd.
Yeah, right?
I mean, like, so, okay. The thing about the album and the reason why it's a great Soul Cycle album is because it's an album with, like, lyricism that does not even a little bit live up to the standard that Taylor Swift has set for herself. But the melodies are incredible. It's like Max Martin saved his best melodies for this album. Like, and it's like a shame because it's like I'm listening to like Wood, great melody, super catchy song. I want to love it. But then it's like her lyrics are so embarrassing. I don't want to sing along to it. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, I don't, it's, and like, I do think that she's capable of being funny in a way that people don't give her credit for, but this shit's not funny. It's not good. It's like, okay. I guess it's harder to make art about being a happy billionaire than it is to make art about being miserable.
I agree.
Like, nobody identifies with being happy and a billionaire and just like, I'm doing great. Everything is wonderful in my life. And like, nothing is wrong and everybody loves me. And like, I'm a billionaire and look at my hot boyfriend. And like, what's the problem? It just kind of doesn't hit the same way. It's like, it's why she needs to cheat on Travis. And it's why I don't think Motherhood is going to make a good album for her because Happiness doesn't make a good album for her. It never has. She's said in a lot of her radio interviews, like, that she's been really scared that she has to be miserable to make good art. And that this album is proof that she doesn't have to be miserable to make good art. And like, I'm sorry, girl, I think you might have to be miserable.
She doesn't have a relatable life anymore. That's the thing. She's so hermetically sealed and
like misery is relatable. And it's one of the only things that she can experience that's relatable.
Yeah, exactly. She's so rich. She lives in this like echelon of comfort and luxury that like nobody has except for a few other billionaires. And
right. Like, it's kind of my feeling that like the trade-off that she has to actually make is that like if she gets to be a billionaire, she gets to be like, you know, the most famous musician alive, she gets to like be insanely successful and have all the Swifties, but she's got to get a little miserable in her personal life, otherwise they're not going to love her albums. I actually think that's the trade that she has to make, and she's got to make a choice. You want to make great art, or do you want to be dating a football player?
I think
what's it going to be?
I think she should be photographed for the cover of Vanity Fair in the act of actually giving birth to the child.
I thought you were going to say in the act of sucking Travis Kelce's dick, and I was going to be like, same, yeah, for sure. I mean, you know who I want to see nude on Vanity Fair is Travis Kelce. Like, let's see if the dick really does, like, live up to this song. Because somehow, like, it's probably pretty big, but, like, for, like, a whole song about it, I don't know. Like, let's show the hog. Like, show the goods. Let's see.
Eiffel Tower.
That's right. Yes, Eiffel Tower with 2 Travis Kelces, one on either side. So, okay, the lyrically interesting songs in the album, I'll say there was a couple. Father Figure.
Wait,
Eldest
isn't that
Daughter.
a George Michael song?
Well, it is. I will be your father figure, put your tiny hands on. But it is a Taylor Swift did a interpolation. I've learned about interpolations recently. It's not a sample. A sample is something you take directly from the song and you put it in your song. So it would be like a direct sample from the recording. But an interpolation is when you use part of a melody or part of a lyric. And a lot of people were saying that a lot of songs on this album were taken from other songs. Like there's like in Opalite when she goes da 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 da, like that happens in a Ronette song, but it counts as an interpolation up to 4 notes. So you go da 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 da, and then if it's not a note from the Ronette song, that's an interpolation. So father figure, I will be your father figure, 4 notes. So she interpolated it. And the song was interesting because like there's like the lyric is like, I'll be your father figure. I drink that brown liquor. I can make a deal with the devil because my dick is bigger. I was embarrassed when I first heard that lyric. I was like, Jesus, Taylor, really? Like we're doing like the dick thing. But I've been really interested in it the more that I listen to it because I think it's about her actual dad. Like I think it is about the evil trifecta of the 3 Scotts.
Wait. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, TLDR version, let's see. Scott Borchetta owned the record label that Taylor Swift signed to when she was like 15. Scooter Braun, I think, was like her management or something like that, or maybe part of the record label also. And then her dad is also named Scott. And he owned part of the record label. He bought part of the record label. So when her masters were sold, her dad technically like should have known that it was going to happen, but didn't warn her. And then he earned millions off of her master sales, which is fucked up. And after that, it seems just based on context clues that she has fired her dad from her team entirely. And he does not get to work for her at all anymore, whereas he used to be like her management and have like a really high position in her team. And so when you hear father figure, it begins with somebody saying to Taylor Swift, don't worry, I can be the father figure. I can, sign these deals with the devil because my dick's bigger and it's fine. And then it ends with Taylor Swift being like, actually, my dick's bigger. I'm the devil. I can sign these things. So that was interesting enough.
It's always interesting when a woman sings about having a larger penis than her father.
See, I agree. I mean, paging Dr. Freud. And then just to wrap it up finally, I will say that I liked the song Actually Romantic, which is probably my most controversial opinion about this album. You guys were also incorrect. It is not about Kim Kardashian. It is about Charli XCX, who is her rival. That one's too complicated. I don't know if I'm even going to be able to explain that in an entertaining way, but you can Google it. I think Charli XCX deserves it. I think it was funny. I liked it. It was either Angry Adam or Gene who says like, do we really need diss tracks now? To which I say, I don't know. Did Tupac need diss tracks? Did Biggie need diss tracks? I mean, so yes, we do need diss tracks is what I'm saying. Brad, I think you liked this album kind of a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was fine. I didn't get the fuss. I was, like I said in last week's episode, it's hard for me to discern. It sounds like any other Taylor Swift album to me. And I think it's good pop music. Clearly, lots of people love it. And, but I don't get the fuss. I think that I also have to concede that I don't have maybe the sophisticated palate that you have when it comes to this music. Like my ability to like tease these things apart and to try to call out the differences it's not as easy for me as it might be for somebody who's as invested as you are.
I mean, I've tried to get you to listen to the discography, I've tried. And I will also say that at some point in the podcast, you said it all kind of sounds the same to me, to which I'll say, yeah, it sounds the same. I'm out here shaking my ass to illicit affairs because I thought it would shake it off. Just fucking kidding. No, it doesn't. And your favorite band is the Grateful Dead. So
I told Althea I was feeling lost.
I pledge allegiance to your hands, your teams, your vibes. So I do recommend a Life of a Showgirl Soul Cycle class. If you like Soul Cycle, it's really lit. The songs really go hard in Soul Cycle. You could trick yourself into thinking it's a great album very easily. But in general, my take is that the album portrays an awareness of her own fame and power that genuinely scares me, and that she needs to be humbled a little bit. She needs people to say no.
I will be that person. I honestly feel like that's my calling. Like these celebrities need somebody to just give them like straight advice and like dispassionate advice. Like they should hire me. I'll get on a Zoom. They can run stuff by me and I'll be like, yes, no, don't do that.
I mean, look, I totally agree. And like, you would think, like, I know Travis Kelce isn't that smart, but like, no is only one syllable. You think he'd be able to say that, but I guess not.
It's like his one job.
No, jealousy singer. So, all right, on to our final and very important story. Well, two stories kind of the night, day, morning, afternoon, evening, mañana. So our girl, more poor girl, Hilaria Baldwin, has lost Dancing with the Stars.
Pobrecita. I
watched her dance when she got eliminated. It was really good. I thought she did a really good dance. I was like very impressed. I am disappointed with the Brad and Mira fandom because you guys did not Pokemon go to the polls and vote hard enough for Hilaria Baldwin.
Well, I mean, I think we saw this coming when we attended the taping a few weeks ago, and she was like in the elimination round and like was basically the last dancer to make the cut.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that she's clearly one of the best dancers among the celebrity contestants.
I mean, she was a professional dancer for a long time. Like, she's like really fucking good at it.
She's top 5 at least. But
at least
my understanding of it is that the judges' scores, if that was all that was used to determine her fate, she would have made it to the next round. But because the people at home didn't show up to vote for her, that's why she got cut.
Right. And so in that sense, like, so she said basically that she blames the loss on mean girls and bullies. I think she's right. I agree with her. I'm taking a very hard, positive, hilarious stance suddenly.
Whoa.
I like her. I think she's completely insane. I think she's more entertaining than most celebrities, and I think most celebrities should be as entertaining as her. I like that she's completely insane. I think she's good for Alec, and I think she was a great dancer.
Yeah, she gave it her all. And I do feel like our assessment of her psychologically around how competitive she is and how much she like really wanted to win this, like to a degree that's unhealthy.
Yeah, really unhealthy.
And was viewing this entire thing as like a restoration of the family name or some kind of redemption narrative that she wanted to effectuate. And then
like the beginning of her like Kris Jenner journey with the family.
Like I'm going to endear I'm going to show America who I really am. They're going to see my family. They're going to see Alec. They're going to see that we're normal, quote unquote, and that we're a loving, crazy family, which I think they are.
They're not normal, though. That is for damn sure.
Well, I put it in quotes. Nobody's normal, but like they're insane. And I think
they're very abnormal.
Yeah, I think she would probably admit that if she's got like at least one pinky toe in reality. But
oh yeah, she would admit that, which is like why I like her. She seems like fun and like she's like kind of like, I don't know. She does have a pinky toe in reality.
She also pretended to be an immigrant, which is problematic.
Like, okay. I'm just like in real time developing my contrarian positive opinions about Hilaria Baldwin. So I think I'm cooking with this one. She pretended to be Spanish. She didn't pretend to be Mexican. As a Latina myself, I'm not offended by that. Spanish people are white. Sorry, the Spaniards have colonized my people for many generations, and those are white people who speak Spanish. So if she was pretending to be like Irish, it would be weird, but you wouldn't be like, that's problematic to the Irish. You would just be like, that's weird. I think that's about what it is.
Yeah, I mean, at what point do we forgive? Like, do we ever forgive somebody? Like, do we just hate on somebody for the rest of their life? I don't know.
Yeah.
What's the line?
At what point do we forgive? Having said that, she did, I think, use her accent in an interview after Dancing with the Stars.
Well, I mean, she melted down after getting eliminated. Do we have that tape, like where she's like crying?
I believe we do. Yeah, we have. Let's see, her crying during her interview with her strange accent.
You've been crying a little bit. Tell me how you're feeling. I'm grateful for the experience. I'm grateful for all these people. I'm grateful for Gleb. I'm grateful for my family, for Alec, for everybody. And I'm very proud of the people who could get to continue to dance.
So you could hear her accent there. I'm very proud of the people who get to continue to dance.
Does she? Where does she talk about how she's going to close the door on dancing? Do we have that?
Oh man, we do. So there's like a couple of different interviews basically that they do after Dancing with the Stars. One of them is like on the dance floor, and then one is like on the red carpet. So we have the red carpet interview.
I closed the door and danced a long time ago. And opening it up has been painful.
Like, what the fuck?
I closed the door on dance a long time ago, and opening it up has been painful. Now, in this...
And then she says, I think I might close it again, right?
Maybe I'll close the door again.
It's like she is like, okay, in this video, she's wearing... I have to... Because, like, every other dancer is wearing the outfits that they were dancing in. Hilaria is wearing her robe from backstage, clearly. And, like, her makeup is, like, just melting off of her face. This woman has been sobbing. And, like, Gleb is just next to her like, oh, honey.
You know what it kind of reminds me of in a weird, like sort of inverted way is when Gwyneth Paltrow won the Oscar. Or, like, Halle Berry and they just, like just had a collapse. I think, like, this is what happened to her, is that being in the public eye like this, I mean, and I guess it's millions of people are watching. It's a highly rated television show, but
it's also Dancing with the Stars.
That's what I mean. Like, Jesus Christ, lady, get a grip. You're in your 40s.
Yeah, like, it is rough to be putting that much into Dancing with the Stars. Like, you really should be putting in as much, like, I don't know, like Andy Richter or something. I feel like it's putting the right amount of emotion in it, where he's like, it's fun, it's funny, I'm having a nice time. Like, and he's like the worst dancer in the whole thing. And, like, I'm realizing that Dancing with the Stars is a deeply unjust program in which they do not give people their flowers for dancing well. My girl Hilaria got fucked up.
Well, and I think I was reading these stories. There's a lot of gossip flying, like behind the scenes gossip about how she and Gleb, is his name Gleb? Is that his name?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gleb.
Like, it's like, looks like all sunshine and roses when they're on camera, but, like, they actually hate each other. I don't know how true that is. I don't think.
See, Gleb. So when he went to Dancing with the Stars, the girls next to us were giving us the lowdown on Gleb. I guess he's a controversial figure we may have mentioned before because he has a history of dating the girls that he dances with. So the fact that him and Hilaria, like, hated each other, like, that's really fucking funny. Like, Hilaria must have been so insanely determined, because Gleb's history is, like, not winning and dating the dancers, or dating the celebrities rather. So it's like, she must have just been like, Gleb, like, stop fucking around.
I also read that she was, like, yelling at the producers of Dancing with the Stars, saying that they sabotaged her chances by giving her, like, bad songs.
Honestly, though, is she wrong?
Yeah, that's how we felt when we saw it live.
Right?
I was like, why are they giving this song to her? This song sucks.
Damn, justice for Hilaria Baldwin. Hilaria, if you're listening to this, I think they fucked you up. I think it was Mean Girls. I think that you got bullied off the show, and I think they gave you shit songs. I totally agree. Her last dance was great. And
then here's me being like, this is like the Brad says no. Like, this is me filling my role as, like, the advisor to the celebrity. Like, Hilaria, like, drop the tears.
Yeah.
And just be, like, happy and positive and have a sense of humor about it. It's Dancing with the Stars, for fuck's sake.
Because this also wasn't, like, her, like, mid-sentence kind of, like, tearing up and not being able to hold it back. That I would understand more. This was, like, she had been crying and was, like, refusing to even try to hide it. Like, she had been crying and, like, now she was, like, pissed is, like, the vibe that it was. And, like, that is, like, a very different vibe than, like, you know, oh, I'm just, like, tearing up a little bit because, like, I lost and I'm gonna miss everybody, but it's fine. Like, she was not a happy camper. Yeah, and I mean, you have to kind of know going into it that this is not a competition based on the merits. No, it's not. The audience votes, and there's going to be some faction of this audience in America. However many million, you know, how's it, like 7 or 8 million people watch this show, whatever it is, at least half of those people probably fucking hate Alec. They hate Alec Baldwin. Yeah. And, like, they hate her too for, like, doing this accent thing. Like, people really hate her. Yeah. Well, yeah, enough do. So that's gonna make a big mark on your score. And then in a kind of savage way, I feel like the producers of Dancing with the Stars know this. And when they bring in a figure of controversy like this, she's kind of like a sacrificial lamb. Yeah, like, they have to bring somebody in who, like, everybody kind of hates so that there's, like, somebody to root against in addition to somebody to root for. Otherwise, where's the fun in it? And, like, the thing is that she's really not a natural villain. No,
And-
she's like very funny and like nice seeming.
and like really wants to be liked. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
desperately wants to be liked, which is maybe kind of why I like her. I can't help but feel like it's kind of human.
Yeah, and I think Alec is not. I mean, he's maybe more of a natural villain in some weird way, but like not really. Like he's a goof.
He's more of a natural villain, yet I feel like Hilaria gets so much shit. And when you think about the fact that what she did was have a weird accent that isn't real, and what he did was shoot a woman in the face, you know, you kind of start thinking like, why is Hilaria getting just exactly as much shit as Alec?
Yeah. I mean, I think the accent. I think she genuinely speaks fluent Spanish, and
she does,
and she speaks it with her kids all the time to help them be fluent. And so when you're speaking in that language and then you switch back to English,
it was code switching.
but I think that it's not crazy for me to think that it would change the way you say vowels just because you're blended, you know, like in your brain.
Yeah. I do think that the accent that she had when she was like half crying on Dancing with the Stars was not even intentional. I think that when she pretended to not know the word for cucumber, that seemed like, okay, come on, girl. Like, how you say a cucumber? Like, all right, like that's like that's a little overboard. Like, let's calm down.
Yeah.
So the other big Baldwin's story that we have going here, and yes, there is two.
There's more.
There's more, folks. This is a big episode. We got all the good topics. We got Taylor Swift and the Baldwins. So Alec Baldwin has crashed another vehicle. He crashed his Range Rover into a tree.
There's trees on the Range Rover.
That was a good one. That was a good one, Brad.
Yeah. For people who aren't aficionados of the Baldwin's reality show, there was an episode where Alec and Hilaria are talking about, like, Alec is manically cleaning he's washing the car. He's washing the Range Rover in their front lawn, and he finds cheese on the car or on the trunk or the hood.
Why is there cheese on the Range Rover?
But now he's totaled it.
He's totaled it. There's no more Range Rover to put cheese on now. It's fucked. He really, like, it was him and Stephen Baldwin were in the car, and he really, like, just wrapped the car around the tree. Neither of them were hurt, but he did do a statement, and though I have the audio, I am going to ask that Brad simply read his statement in his Alec impression instead. So, Brad?
Yeah, this is a dramatic reading of Alec's official Instagram statement following the accident. This morning, I was in this car accident. Guy cut me off in front of a big garbage truck the size of a whale. To avoid hitting him, I hit a tree. I hit a big fat tree.
And so that was his statement. That was really, that was his entire statement verbatim, which is really insane. Like, you wrapped your car around a tree, and that's what you say. A big garbage truck the size of a whale. And then I hit a tree, a big fat tree.
Listen,
and
I want to pat, I need to pat myself on the back, right? I need to, like, basically congratulate both of us because we called this shit. If you'll recall, Mira, when we were like watching the Baldwin's reality show week by week and doing recaps on this podcast, we noted the fact that everywhere the family went, Hilaria drove.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she might have even called him out for being a shitty driver. But the kids
were begging Hilaria to drive. Remember, there was that scene where, like, Alec was like, should I drive or Hilaria? And the kids were like, Mom, drive. Mom, you need to drive.
Yeah. So he's clearly like a terrible driver.
Yeah, terrible. I mean, he's crashed like a bajillion cars. This is not his first car crash. Like, he's been crashing shit. And, like, I think it's telling that, like, he's, like, crashing, like, Hilaria's car. Like, he's, like Hilaria has, like, one car that she's not crashing and that she's driving. And then I imagine she's like, all right, fine, you can drive the Range Rover. Immediately wraps it around a tree.
Yeah,
I mean, they drive each other insane for a living. It's kind of why you like them. It's like Hilaria Baldwin is out there. Apparently she's losing her mind backstage at Alec and at the judges or whatever. And then Alec he must have really been upset about her loss because he crashed his car into a tree.
Do you think, this is a question, do you think that her appearance on Dancing with the Stars will like get her to the next thing? Because like the reality show didn't do good ratings, but it got her to Dancing with the Stars. Like what will Dancing with the Stars lead to, if anything?
I think it could lead to something. There is a show, I've been thinking about this. There's a show called Special Forces that has had a bunch of different like reality, like old reality stars, and like Denise Richards was on it. And it's essentially they just put these like celebrities and reality stars through like military training where they're having to like run through the mud and do all kinds of crazy physical stuff. I could totally see Hilaria on that show because what she needs to do is lean into the fact that people hate her. Like her going on Dancing with the Stars and crying like that and being all insane, that is what is going to get her famous. That is what is going to get her to the next thing. It's because people hate her. It's because these shows need somebody who people hate. So I could see her in Special Forces for sure. Maybe The Traitors?
Well, the thing that I want to call out, like once again, I feel like we were onto something, but the fact that Kris Jenner showed up to cheer her on.
Right?
Like that kind of like stunned me because we've talked about how Hilaria wants to be the next Kris Jenner. So my prediction, or at least like I want to offer this as a possibility, is that Kris Jenner, who is worth an absolute fortune, right? She's like close to being a billionaire, if not already. Oh, yeah. I think she's at a point in her life and career where she's like a kingmaker or a queenmaker. Yeah. And I could see her essentially like making Hilaria and Alec and their brood like the next Kardashians, but she's behind the scenes as like the producer and she's getting a cut. She's like,
they would be so lucky.
She probably sees the potential in it. Like she's like, this is a beautiful woman. She's like a little bit chaotic and crazy. And Alec is like this, they have this age gap. They have these like 7 beautiful kids.
And Kris has like the know-how, you know, like she took Kim Kardashian, who like was kind of hated and like had like a sex tape and everyone was like, wow, she's like a slutty whore, and like turned it into a fucking empire.
Yeah.
And she said like, you know, Kim, like, no, not fuck you, fuck them. We're going to make $1 bajillion. And she did. Like, okay, here's another prediction. I think that Hilaria is going to be on next season of the Kardashians, like just like hanging out as a friend. I think she's going to be like over at the house having a dinner or something with them. Because that's how Kris can make a star out of her, is by having her on the Kardashians and then having some kind of conflict or something like that.
I mean, it's not an accident. Like, I don't think she just showed up to be like, she's showing up for her for a reason.
For a reason. Like, absolutely. They're not close enough friends for her to just be showing up to just support her, and that's it.
I want to make my wife a star. Like, what is Alex like working the phones? Kris.
He's just calling all his connections. Like, is there any show that we can get Hilaria on? She's willing to be the villain.
She's our family's cash cow now, as I'm too old and too tired.
She should take a serious acting turn. Maybe like she could get like a role in like the next A24 movie.
I think she's got to be on reality TV.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think that's what, and I think like it's the family thing of it. And I think like, you know, I don't mean to sound gross or anything, but these kids are young. I think this is part of what Kris Jenner might be seeing is like, these kids are going to grow up. They're all going to be attractive.
Because Hailey Bieber is best friends with Kendall Jenner. So it makes perfect sense that Kris would think that like somebody in this family, if not multiple people, could become massive influencer celebrities because Hailey Bieber did it.
Yeah. Well, TBD.
TBD on that. Brad, it's nice being back on the show.
Mira, it's good to have you back. I'm glad you're feeling better. I'm glad you had a nice mushroom trip at the Chappell Roan concert. Your psych meds never got delivered, and
Nope.
To the best of my understanding, you have not yet had a psychotic break. So
no, not yet.
I feel like we escaped.
It's imminent.
Any second now. So
Any second now.
I feel like we should end the show just because we don't want to push our luck.
Yeah, true. End it on a high note, right? And then I'll just go downhill as soon as we stop recording.
Good to see you, Mira.
Good to see you too, Brad, and good to talk to our beloved listeners. Bye-bye.